If you are running any form of online advertising for your business, whether that be Google Ads, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you want to make sure that those ads are going out to the right people that are going to buy your product or services. If you don't know, that's what this video is for. We're going to make sure that you are targeting to your exact market and making sure that those conversion rates are going up. So, you're running online ads. Congratulations, because that is already the first step in better marketing for your business. But do you know who those ads are going out to? Are you just boosting posts on Facebook without really knowing who they're going out to, who's converting, and who's actually going to buy your product or services? That's why targeting is so important. It is a key part of our jobs every single day, and it makes sure that the people that are going to buy your product or buy your services are actually the ones seeing your advertising. One major benefit that digital advertising has over traditional forms of advertising is you can actually target the person you're looking for based on their demographic, interests, and location. So first of all, why target? Well, it's a simple fact that targeted ads just perform better. They're much more relevant, they get better engagement figures, and therefore they're much more likely to result in a conversion. Because the ads are more relevant, because you're getting better engagement, because they perform better as a whole, you're going to be spending less on your advertising. You're going to increase your return on investment and essentially make more money. So for example, if you were running a women's skincare brand and you had a shop in Kent, it's no good pushing your ad out to middle-aged men in Scotland. That's simply going to waste time and is very unlikely to result in a conversion. So instead of targeting every man and his dog, you're only getting your ads seen by the people who want to see them. So it's all very well me saying, oh, target, but what are your actual options? So let's talk about Google first. What are your targeting options when using Google advertising? So, we've got age, gender, parental status, location, interests, household income, the videos they've watched, the websites they've visited, the searches they've conducted online, and engagement. So whether that person has been on your website or engaged with any of your content. So already we can see there's a whole host of different options rather than blanket marketing to every man and his dog. But what about Facebook and Instagram? Well, for the most part, the targeting options are really similar to Google advertising. But as you know, people tell Facebook a lot of information about their lives. So this is the sort of information you can use when you're targeting them with your ads. So we've got age, gender, location, interests, pages they've liked, life events. For example, have they recently got engaged or married? Job titles, their political and social positions, and engagement as well, whether they've been on your Facebook page, whether they've been on your website or used, for example, an app. A great example of this is if you've recently been engaged. People put up photos of their engagement on Facebook and generally add it as a life event. But then you'll find you'll get ads for wedding dresses, wedding bands, wedding venues, wedding everything. Everyone wants to sell to you because they know that's what you're going to be buying soon. But which option is better? Should you be using Google advertising, display advertising, YouTube advertising, or should you be using Facebook and Instagram? And the answer to that is, it depends where your customers are. And it also depends at what decision stage they're at. So here we've got a lovely picture of a marketing funnel, or some people call it a sales funnel. But which stage are your customers at? If they're at the awareness or the interest stage, it could be that Facebook and Instagram advertising is the way to go. Whereas if they're at the decision or action, something like Google PPC advertising is going to be absolutely perfect. Also, where are your customers? What platform are they using? It's no good advertising on Facebook if all of your customers are on YouTube. So choosing the right platform is just as important in targeting as the ads themselves. Okay, so these are the key questions you need to be asking. And if you don't take anything away from this video, make sure that you take away this, because it's really, really important. Number one, do I have a type of customer? You need to take a look at your business and decide who your customer is. Are they male? Are they female? What's their age range? What's their location? What are they interested in? And that leads us on really nicely to question number 2. Do I already have data? So if your business has been running for a while, you'll have these figures. You'll know who your customer is. You'll know who's most likely to buy your product and who most commonly buys your products and services. This data then allows you to target people of similar demographics. Question number 3, what customers do I want? Now this is really important because it may be that the customers you have aren't the customers you actually want. For example, you could be a luxury brand, you're getting a lot of customers on your website and social media pages that just look at your products and no one's actually buying. So what you want is people with a higher household income that is more likely to actually purchase. Question number 4, who buys from my competitors? So think about who your competitors are. Think about the customers they're attracting. Think about what platforms they're having those conversations. Are they getting really good engagement on Facebook? If so, it's likely that's where your customers are going to be as well. This leads us really nicely on to question number 5. What platforms do my customers use? Find that platform and target them there. And question number 6, when do they use them? Time is actually a really important factor that we haven't yet spoken about. The time at which you target a potential customer could be the difference between them buying and them not buying. If someone's just browsing their phone or in bed at 1 AM just before they go to bed, it's very unlikely that they're going to call you or make any sort of purchase. Whereas if that person sees your advertising during the day, they're much more likely to take action. Okay, so you've chosen your platform, you know who you're going after, you've chosen your demographics. What do you put in your ad? Now, making your ad relevant is just as important as targeting it to the right person. The way a teenager and a pensioner are going to perceive the same advert is going to be very different, same way as a man and a woman. So therefore it's really important that you create your ads with the relevancy geared towards the person you're after. So for example, if you're running an ad that only targets women, don't use imagery that only has pictures of men. If you're running an ad that's targeting the age range 50 plus, don't start using terminology that's only used by years 20 and below. This might sound really, really obvious, and I'm sorry if I'm being patronising, but you would be amazed at the number of ads we see that do this. There is no one size fits all in this situation. And the last thing you want to do is spend all that time and energy targeting specific groups or demographics or interests, and then just make one ad and send it out to all of them. So if you can, split your audience out into around about 4 or 5 different groups and choose specific imagery and copy for each of those groups. So let's look at the examples I've just used. Which one of these ads do you think is geared towards a younger generation, and which one do you think is geared towards an older generation? They're both from the same holiday company, they're both advertising the same country, but one is very, very different to the other. How about this example? Do you think a woman is more likely to buy after seeing the ad on the left or the right? So let's sum up. 1, you should definitely be targeting your ads. Don't target every man and his dog. 2, there are loads of different targeting options to choose from, whether you're using Google, display advertising, Facebook, Instagram, loads of different options. 3, decide who your customer is, what customer you want, and where they are. 4, once you've got those groups, make relevant ads with great copy and great imagery. Okay guys, that is our really brief guide to targeted advertising and how to use it as part of your digital marketing. As always, if you have any questions at all, please do get in contact with us. We'd be happy to answer any queries you have. ammarketing.co.uk, on Twitter at marketing_am, or on Facebook /ammarketinguk. Now that you've seen this video, go away, have a look at your own digital marketing, have a look at how you are targeting your ads, and think, is there anything that I could be doing to improve this? Happy targeting! Bye!